Good evening, class. This is my week 2 discussion. What is communication management and how does it apply to project management? Communication management is ensuring there is constant and clear communication among all teams of a project. Communication management is essential in controlling and maintaining the project. What are some of the variables to consider when communicating with the project team? With there being many forms of communication today, such as face-to-face, email, and even video conference, there are many variables to consider. Use cellular, meet regularly, set timelines on meetings, know what information is needed from you, and know what information you need. What are the best methods to run a team meeting? There are many methods when it comes to running a team meeting. Meeting agenda with clear objectives, set a firm end time, be the meeting leader, create action items and accountability, be sure to facilitate that meeting, get input from the team members, and get hard dates from each team. Describe what a communication blocker is. A communication blocker is something that can create a divide between and can impede the flow on effective communication. It can also create a loss of enthusiasm to communicate and can many times break the communication between people completely. Communication blockers can create a wall between people and emotional stress and tension. Some of the few communication blockers are accusing, judging, insulting, sarcasm, threats, orders, interpreting, and globalizing. How would a communication blocker lead to non-optimal outcome on a project? A communication blocker can lead to non-optimal outcomes in a project. Communication blockers can create a wall of communication between employees. Communication is the only way we can effectively engage with people and exchange our views and thoughts. Communication blockers can be the most destructive ways of communicating. It can affect a project by not only loss of communication, but lack of enthusiasm and less confidence in one's work. Realizing what communication blockers are is vital. Once you realize what they are and the potential harm they can do, you can make your best efforts to avoid them. What is the best method to communicate with a project team, and what is the best way to discuss issues on the project team? There are many ways to effectively communicate with the project team, but it also depends on the situation. Face-to-face communication is always going to be the best and most effective way of communication. However, there are many instances where face-to-face meetings are not possible. If this is not possible, virtual meetings on Skype and WebEx are the next best thing. Meetings are the best way to communicate with the team. You want to have all members in the room or on a call together. That way, everyone can put their thoughts in, and all questions and concerns can be answered. A simple 30-minute to 1 hour meeting can alleviate days worth of emails back and forth. Discussing issues on the project team is never easy for anyone. That is why it is best to do so in person. This allows for face-to-face communication, resulting in clear communication and better trust. As a PM, how do you determine the best method to praise discipline for team members? As a project manager, the best method to praise discipline team members is through both motivation and disciplinary. A manager who only uses motivational techniques may be well liked, but over time, employees begin to lose respect for leadership if they feel that they can get away with bad behavior. A manager that provides only disciplinary measures without motivation fails to inspire a team. Once employees realize there is no reward for positive behavior, they lose the desire to succeed. By combining motivation and discipline, managers can create a balance of rewards and corrective actions that drive a team to better perform. Thank you, and that concludes my week 2 video discussion.